Welcome back to another video. Fantasy Bros coming at you with a top lessons learned from week 11. Let's hop into it. At number 1, I have Taysom Hill is good enough to win ball games. Not even just good enough, he's great enough. He ran 2 touchdowns on 50 yards, and he destroyed the Falcons team, and he looked so good in terms of Michael Thomas. In terms of Michael Thomas, and we see Alvin Kamara taking a hit. We'll see what happens next game to see if he really solidifies himself going forward, but the Saints are looking decent with Taysom at the helm.
Justin Herbert is the Rookie of the Year. He threw 366 and 3 touchdowns, granted against a terrible Jets. Every part of their team.
But he's been doing it throughout the season.
But he's been doing it in every game, and especially with the injury to Joe Burrow, I think it's undisputed. I doubt a receiver like Claypool or Jefferson is going to win a Rookie of the Year over him.
And having a guy like Keenan Allen doesn't really hurt at all. Right? What do you got?
Matt Ryan is absolutely atrocious without Julio. He does not put up any numbers without him. So I don't think you start him as a quarterback without Julio. And hopefully Julio comes back.
Hopefully. Joe Burrow's injury just completely kills any fantasy value for Tyler Boyd, who looked great the whole Bengals. with Burrow. T. Higgins, who's a really an emerging wide receiver rookie, and then Giovanni Bernard and Joe Mixon, who probably won't return. Their fantasy value taking a huge hit. If you have them all, they're pretty benchable at this point. What do you got next?
So Kirk Cousins can play against bad defenses. He had a 140,
he had 3 TDs.
140 passer rating, 22 for 30, 314, and 3 touchdowns.
And
Thielen went off. Justin Jefferson, he had a
They both had good games.
Day. They can ball. Good matchups. Kirk Cousins is startable.
Vikings offense, I like them a lot. The 2 receivers, the running back.
They have potential to be one of the best offenses. They have like so many weapons.
They have great
defense just got to step up.
For sure.
Another one is you cannot trust a Colts running back. It's RBC. You can't trust anyone.
Yeah, they said going into this game that Nyheim Hines will take majority of the carries.
And he did not.
It's 6.
It's 6
that's
carries.
Not
Taylor's 22.
Yeah, it's
wow. 90 yards.
1 week, one of them is going to get 20 points. The next week, the other one is.
It's a gamble.
You can't.
It's a real gamble. You know, it's feed the guy who's getting. He has a hot hand.
You flip a 3-sided coin.
3-sided coin. I have Deontay Johnson is the wide receiver 1 in Pittsburgh and a wide receiver 1 in fantasy. He's a target machine. 12 receptions on 16 targets and over 100 yards. Unbelievable there. And Claypool is a great wide receiver 2. And Juju is the wide receiver 3 in that offense, which is pretty phenomenal.
DeAndre Hopkins is not a high-end wide receiver 1 in fantasy. He had 8 targets, 5 receptions, and 51 yards against one of the worst passing defenses in the NFL. I think the worst pass defense in the NFL.
In Seattle, yeah.
And Fitzgerald outperformed him. Hopkins is still great. He's still wide receiver 1, and like with Murray playing, like you can't go wrong starting a player on that team, except maybe Christian Kirk. I never liked him.
Continue starting DeAndre Hopkins if you're
don't bench him, but don't expect
crazy. Don't expect Devontae Adams numbers.
Yeah, I have Lamar is trash. He does not put up numbers against any team.
So Matt Ryan is atrocious and Lamar's trash. Okay.
He does not put up numbers against any team. He played a horrible Titans defense, which led 34 to the Colts, who don't have the greatest offense in the league.
Granted, half those points in the Colts were special teams points, pretty much.
Okay, but even Pittman had a game. He's okay. Nyheim Hines had 30 fantasy points, something like that. But Lamar Jackson just didn't do anything. That offense is literally run by Mark Andrews somehow.
And the only receiver, to trust in that offense is Mark Andrews. Des Bryant, you never know. He could emerge as a nice player because Marquise Brown isn't doing it at all. He had 0 catches. The Titans are a great football team when they feed Derrick Henry, a.k.a. the King. They gave him 28 touches, and he rushed for 133 yards and a touchdown, and he got the game winner.
Why don't they just like do that every game? Just guarantee at least 30 carries. There's no reason not to.
There's no reason not to. You lose games when you don't do this.
How can you run the ball 3 straight times and not get a first down with Derrick Henry? Like just running it 30 times in one drive.
He's like 6'5", 215.
The guy's
at 40 pounds.
The guy's Aaron Donald running the football.
He's a truck, and he wins games for them.
Aaron Donald's afraid of him. He told me himself.
And his playoff schedule it makes it even easier. And if you have him in fantasy again, you're golden. He's a league winner by far.
Michael Thomas is back. I don't care what quarterback starts on that team, Jameis Winston, Drew Brees, or Taysom Hill. I think he's going to have great target share.
One of the best receivers in the league.
If not the best. From last year, he definitely was the best. And they have seen that if they give him the ball, they'll win games. So they should keep that up.
Andy Dalton provides value for Zeke and Cooper. Now, when Garrett Gilbert started, it didn't look great for that offense, but now Zeke just rushed for over 100 yards. First 100-yard rushing game this season.
Wow.
He got a touchdown on the ground, and Cooper had 8 targets. He caught 7 balls, and I think for like 68 yards, something like that. But Dalton definitely raises their value a ton. Hopefully they can do this in tougher matchups. We know Vikings defense isn't great, so we'll have to see going forward. But if you're a Zeke owner, you're happy Dalton returned.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire is a legit running back. If not for Le'Veon Bell coming in, Edwards would still be a top, like a mid-tier to high-end RB1.
He's not the number 7 draft pick you got, but
he's looking
he's
like
getting better.
He's looking like a late first rounder the more the season goes on.
He could be, a dark horse to win your matchups for sure. What about the Colts? Them being the Packers.
Colts are legit.
The
The Colts can be any team. It's just about how Phillip Rivers can play, and their defense stopped the Packers to 3 points in the second half. I know it was tough in the first half, letting up 4 touchdowns, but Phillip Rivers threw there's a couple turnovers in the first half that led to a lot of points. I love them. Like I'm proud as a fan. I think we can take down the best of them in the playoffs and upset a lot of people. I don't know about the Super Bowl, but I think we can upset a team and really knock someone out of the playoffs.
Another lesson learned: the NFC East. They all have 3 wins.
The NFC least.
They have all 3 wins. It's insane. It's a 4-way tie.
The Steelers have almost as many wins as the entire division.
That's insane. The Eagles look atrocious. Miles Sanders is just in a bad offense, which sucks. He's a really good back. The Giants, Saquon with the loss of Saquon.
There are 4 really good backs in that division that are on terrible teams.
Yeah.
You got Gibson, you got Zeke, Saquon,
accurate.
and Miles Sanders.
Yeah, the NFC East running backs are just not benefiting.
Yeah, they're ruined.
They're losing their value because of the poor teams they're on, and poor quarterback performance, especially with Wentz and Miles Sanders. That about wraps it up for me.
Me.
And Zach and Joe. And so this has been Lessons Learned from Week 11. And we hope that you win your matchup. We want you to like, subscribe, comment, share with your friends. Tell everybody about us so we can grow and can help you win your league every single week. Until then, until next video, peace out.